How's everybody doing tonight? You ready for another G60? My name's Jeff Ameriine, and I'm with Startup Junkie Consulting. We're very pleased to put on another G60 here in this fantastic facility at 21C in Bentonville. This is going to be a lot of fun tonight. We're going to have record attendance. We're thinking we might have 300 people crammed in this room. Don't tell the fire marshal because we're probably exceeding the limits of who's supposed to be in here. We're also going to have around 40 contestants tonight, and I'll go through some of the details. None of this would be possible tonight if we didn't have great sponsors. First Security is our title sponsor tonight, so give First Security a big round of applause. Without sponsorship like that and large company engagement, small business and startups wouldn't have the kind of success that they have in Northwest Arkansas. We're also proud to be constantly reminded of the contribution that Innovate Arkansas provides to the knowledge and technology-based community that we're trying to build in the state. It's a program that since 2008 has helped emerging startup companies in the tech sector raise over $250 million and has provided needed consultation, mentoring, training, and assistance. So you see some new logos up here, the Community Venture Foundation. This is a new 501c3 that's operating now in Northwest Arkansas that is focused on social ventures and entrepreneurial education aimed at emerging entrepreneurs in K through 12. Jessica Boyd, if you'd stand up. She's our executive director for our 501c3. Give her a round of applause. And would all the startup junkies that are on my team that help put these events on, please stand up and wave your arms so everybody can see you. They're out there somewhere in the sea of people, but thank you for all you do. I've got a great team. All right. So here's what we're going to do for the next little while here. I'm going to give you a little bit on the intro, the rules, what's going on, a little bit of background on why these sorts of things are important in building the kind of pipeline that we want in this state and in this region so that we've got the next billion-dollar businesses emerging. Then we'll get to the competition. It's going to be busy. The good news is this is not death by PowerPoint. Each contestant will have 60 seconds and only 60 seconds to pitch. There's no Q&A. If you're out in the audience and you're a business leader or you're an investor or whatever, definitely look at the things that you see here and make contact with them after the event. As we go along, we'll then tally the results, and I'll explain all the rules about how that works. We've got both a judge's choice and a people's choice. So this is kind of like a bad marriage between Shark Tank and American Idol. So think about that for a second. And then finally, around 8:15, we'll announce the winners. We've got two $1,000 prizes. So you got 60 seconds to pitch, only 60 seconds. So if you get a little bit long-winded, if you're a competitor, we're going to give you the hook right at 60 seconds. No slides or notes are allowed. You can't have a prop. If you've got something cool to show off in your hand, that's fine. But no notes and no slides. And what that also means is don't bring your tablet or your smartphone up and read it because I'll be able to tell that you're actually using notes. We got one pitch per contestant. The audience will vote. You will see on your seat this thing that looks like a roster of contestants. You will pick one and only one winner, and then we'll pick those up towards the end of the competition. A panel will then determine the judge's choice. So two $1,000 prizes. We do have the Happy Gilmore size checks. We actually have real checks as well that we'll provide to the winners. Although I made the mistake at one of these we held in Jonesboro of saying if anybody actually tried to take one of those to the bank and took a video and tried to cash it, I'd give them another $100. And I didn't think anybody would be silly enough to do that, but somebody did. And so I was out another $100. But the Happy Gilmore checks are fun, and for those of you that haven't seen Happy Gilmore, it's mandatory viewing. Got to watch it. We talked about this already. Only put one vote. You don't have to rank them. There's too many to rank. So pick your favorite. Pick your favorite. And for those of you that brought a large tribe of people with you, you'll begin to immediately see the advantage of having lots of friends if you want to win the People's Choice Award. This is a networking event. It's not a solicitation for funding. This is not any kind of Securities and Exchange Commission a private placement offering or anything like that. This is just a pitch competition. You should vote, if you're in the audience, based on the quality of the idea and how well it was presented. That's a general thought process that you can use. How you follow up, if you have interest in that company or that entrepreneur, is up to you. So again, thanks for our title sponsor. First Security does a great job in supporting emerging and growing businesses in the state, and we are honored to have them as our title sponsor. And Rob Wood in particular is the one that's been the conduit for getting that done for us, so thank you, Rob. Appreciate it. Now let's introduce our judges. We've got Jessica Boyd, who you met. I'm going to ask all the judges to stand up, and I'm going to embarrass them publicly here for a second. Judges, please stand up. So we got Jessica Boyd, who's our Executive Director for Community Ventures. We have Scott Andrews, serial entrepreneur, investor. He's the COO with Hayseed Ventures. We have Joe Somweber, who's the CEO for RevUnit, a great development firm here in town. And we have Lance Stokes, who is building one of the fastest growing apparel businesses in the country right in Fayetteville, Arkansas. Judges, thank you very much for spending your time. All four of these people were picked for their integrity, so you can't bribe them. Although I think in Scott's case, if you had the right kind of beer, I don't know, maybe. So why does this kind of stuff matter? And a lot of times we don't get into the backstory behind what this place is all about and how it all started. I've got pictures here of people that we all know, J.B. Hunt, Don Tyson, and Sam Walton. These were entrepreneurs that had no advantage whatsoever when they started their business. They just had the true grit required to build multinational businesses, that sheer determination that propelled them without any of the kinds of support that we now try to offer to entrepreneurs. So my message to all of you is these are the people that helped build Northwest Arkansas and the state into what it's becoming today. Some of you are the people that are going to build the next billion-dollar enterprises, and that's why it's important that we have these kinds of events. These sorts of events are the beginning of that pipeline of creativity. So why does it matter? Why is it really vital? Well, it turns out that Kauffman Foundation says that around 85% of all new job creation comes from small businesses and startups. It's crucially important. And not only that, the agility of some of these startups allow them to launch new products and services in less amount of time at lower cost. That's where that creative destruction and that disruption comes that brings us all a greater livelihood and increased tax revenues and a diversified economy. Overall, the quality of life in Northwest Arkansas is driven by innovation and entrepreneurship, that constant renewal of what put us here to begin with. So if you want to figure out how you can become part of this movement to build the next billion-dollar businesses, reach out to us because we're here to help. All of our services at Startup Junkie Consulting are completely free to entrepreneurs and small business owners. Check us out. We're here to give you that little leg up that you need to make a really big company successful. Who has pitched here in the past? Well, some of these logos are probably recognizable by now. Some of you might recognize Acumen Brands. You probably recognize DataRank. You might recognize Red Clay Design, or Gracie Furniture, or Conquesos, or Blogs for Brands, or Pico Solar. These are only a few. There have been a lot of success stories over the last 5 years that pitched early on in the growth of their company at these events. Now, was this event responsible for their success? No, but you never know what creative collisions and connections and networking opportunities you're going to make at events like this. So for those of you that have the next billion-dollar idea, the next growing company, this is the place where that magic can begin to happen. There's some other great things happening pretty soon. I mean, this is just a few samples of the things that are going on in Bentonville and Fayetteville and Northwest Arkansas, and not everything. But there's going to be a variety of opportunities to check into what's happening in the angel investment arena in March in Bentonville. It'll actually be, that one will be at the Crossmark Collaboration Center. We've got the Scale Up program going in Bentonville and Fayetteville now. We're going to begin to have a new early morning coffee mashup, kind of like Million Cups, only better because it was our idea. And that will be in March. We're going to have the NWA Venture mashup. My idea was to call that NWA Venture Beers. You notice a recurring theme here. But we're going to call it mashup because some of you might like cider instead of beer. We're going to do that as well. We've got the Give Camp going on in Rogers. This is an opportunity for software developers to help the nonprofits improve their digital presence. That's going to be a great thing as well in April. We do youth entrepreneurship. We've got Veterans to Venture Leaders, and there's the Made by Few event. All of these things are happening in your backyard. So take time to check out the Startup Junkie Consulting website, look at the Startup Digest calendar, find out what's going on, and do exactly what you've done tonight. Come on out and support the entrepreneurial scene. So why does all this stuff really happen? I mean, how does some of the magic happen, and what are we all about? We'll do a lot of one-on-one mentoring. Last year, we had over 500 entrepreneurial engagements with startups to try to take people through this process of understanding whether or not they were solving a problem that someone would actually have to pay to have solved, that sort of thing. We work with all aspects in starting a venture and in scaling existing small businesses. We're not necessarily looking for founders that have the next Facebook in mind. We're looking for people that are solving real problems and creating real solutions that people are actually willing to pay for. These are some of the client companies we've worked with in the past, and there's great companies across the spectrum of food, beverage, technology, digital innovation, et cetera, and we're proud to have all of these companies and many more as our clients. Without further ado, I know you're tired of me blabbering on, but that's how we pay the bills, by letting everybody know that we're here to help and we're here to do good work for you in Northwest Arkansas and throughout the state that are looking to create new businesses. First up tonight, our first presenter with 60 Seconds to Glory on pitch 1 is Joel Edwards. You ready, Joel? Come on down. Give him a big hand.
At Clear Ballistics Gel, we're a modern-day synthetic ballistics gel company that specializes in a reusable clear ballistics gel. Our core audience for the last few years has been the securities and defense team, where they can use it to measure penetration of ammunition and firearms. They can see how far a bullet penetrates and how far it expands. But in recent years, we have seen an extreme demand in the medical sector because our product simulates the human body so closely. They can actually now use this for medical research versus using live patients or even cadavers. So they can further their medical research.
Is that it? You got anything else you want to say? Well done. Well done. And I'll leave this all up to you, but if you want to give somebody bonus points because they can get it done like that in less than 60 seconds, entirely up to you. Entirely up to you. Good job. Yes? If you got an extra ballot, we have packed this thing to capacity. Please hand those to Phyllis, and she will take care of them for you. Okay, we ready for pitch 2? All right. Pitch 2. Daniel, you ready? All right.
Did you know over $11 billion of recyclable materials like this one ends up in landfills every year in the US? For most people, recycling is a chore. Now imagine if we can change that. My name is Daniel Hosman, founder of Gamer for Good, a mobile device, a mobile app that gamifies recycling to make it fun and rewarding for students. Just think of us as Fitbit for recycling meets airline awards programs. Last semester, we partnered with the University of Arkansas, and over 500 people, over 500 students actually signed up in a month's time, and they increased their recycling by 6,000% on average per student. 9 local business partners spent $600 a week with us because they see Gamer for Good as an innovative and very niche platform for advertising to millennials. Based on our pilot, we see that 20 million American college students can actually generate at least $660 million per year if incentivized. And we plan to capture 20% of that and do profit sharing.
Good job, Daniel. We used to have this really annoying and kind of disturbing Star Trek type of sound at the end of 60 seconds, but I was really concerned it was some kind of OSHA violation because it was ear piercing. So now when you can help me out in the crowd, when somebody gets to that end, clap them off the stage if they're still going. Good job, Daniel. Good job. Pitch 3. You ready, Chad?
Good evening. My name is Chad Matthews, and I'm the co-founder of Text Culture. When you receive a text message, what's your initial reaction? For most, there's a sense of excitement and urgency associated with text messages. When you receive a text message, you're excited. You can't wait to read it. So, what does Text Culture do? Text Culture brings that intimate value of texting to the business world. We've created a user-friendly, web-based platform that allows businesses to communicate with their customers via text message. Excuse me. All right. Our platform allows businesses to reach their customers directly and immediately with the power of text message. Business owners can now reach their customers the way they want to be reached. Thank you.
Well done. Next up, pitch 4, Farm Roots. You ready?
Good evening. I always wanted to give back to the farming community. With my background in IT, I thought I could be of some service by integrating farming with IT services and provide a portal to the farmers, enabling availability of fresh, healthy food on a daily basis. Thus, Farm Roots was conceived. It is connected, community-driven, community-grown, promotes healthy community, and supports sustainable industries, a true farmers market online. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, pitch 5. You ready, Bob?
Hi, I'm Bob Munger with Sumo. How many of you have heard of Uber? Show me your hands, please. Just about everybody. Well, do you know Uber is less than 7 years old? They haven't yet made a profit, but yet they're worth over $60 billion. What they've got is they've got strong revenue growth, and they've also got some deep-pocketed investors who believe that the mobility industry is about to be turned on its upside down on its head with mobility as a service. Mobility as a service is the same industry that Sumo's in. We're the first neighborhood electric vehicle car share company in the Western Hemisphere, founded in Fayetteville. We've developed our own proprietary telematics that allows users with their own individual smartphone to book, start, and stop our fleet of vehicles. And we believe neighborhood electric vehicles are the right size and the right speed for the urban environment. Congested urban environments that typically see trips of about 40% of the trips are less than 2 miles. We can serve that market for half the price of Uber. Thank you.
Good job, Bob. Next up, Randy Walker. You ready, Randy? All right.
Hey, everyone. So, if you've ever been to a doctor, a dentist, or a chiropractor, how many pages have you had to fill out? How many forms have you had to sign at the bottom? Probably about 4 or 5 forms. Well, once you get to that doctor, then you have to go to the next doctor, right? Because they've now referred you on to a specialist. Now you have to fill out the exact same forms, pretty much, for that person. He refers you on to the hospital, and then if you have to have surgery, then you have to fill out all this other work, right? Well, our idea, Dr. Kurt Hedberg and I have already created a website called healthdoc.us, and we are trying to consolidate all of that paperwork. So basically, you control your information, and you are able to share your one entry doctor's information with another doctor with as easily as just a couple of mouse clicks, or that's it.
Good job, Randy. Pitch 7. Brent. You ready, Brent? All right.
Sexy is not a word I would use to describe my grandfather. In fact, he used to sit in this ugly orange chair and eat crumbled up crackers in buttermilk. And that's anything but sexy. But it's a food memory for me. And a lot of Americans have strong memories attached to food. We connect over the dinner table. So it's with that in mind that we are turning average catering on its ear. Catering's not new, but we are. Big Sexy Food is an exclusive, high-end, in-home dining experience like no other. We work with our clients to connect them to their food memories, and then we bring those memories to the plate in a modern and exciting way. We create, design, and implement a full-scale restaurant experience in our client's home for them and their guests for one night only. We create food memories. I'm Brent Hale with Big Sexy Food because life is too short for ugly food.
Well done. Pitch 8, FML the game. You ready, Michael?
So my idea started with a simple question. What if you took the game of life and sprinkled on the sentiment of Cards Against Humanity? And the answer was FML. And it's a board game that your next party is in need of. It's pretty simple. You start by choosing your gender and whether or not you want to go to school, and the rest is pretty much up to the dice. And you could be anything from the drug dealer who lives in a mansion or the doctor who is living in your parents' basement. We've actually talked with Cards Against Humanity, and we're thinking about partnering with their existing fulfillment systems, and we're working with an Oscar-winning animation artist to build the Kickstarter video that will be launching next month to fund the first round of manufacturing. And we would love for you to jump on there and pre-order your game by backing our Kickstarter campaign. Lastly, I have an exclusive opportunity for any of you who want to play test the game tonight, because right after we finish up here, we're going to the Foxhole to play test the game, and if I win your People's Choice Award, the first $200 goes on the tab at Foxhole. Thank you so much. I'll be at Foxhole either way.
Thanks, Michael. I don't think there was any rules against bribing the audience. Maybe the judges, but not the audience. All right. Next up, pitch 9. Meredith, you ready?
All right, so how many of you have ever been so sick that the thought of putting on clothes, turning on your car, and going to the store literally wanted to make you cry? Raise your hand. Yeah, we've all been there. Well, don't stress anymore because Mommy Dearest is here to save the day. Mommy Dearest is an on-demand sick day delivery service, and we have 3 packages that are sure to fit all your sick day needs. And we partner with Pfizer, Kind Bars, and Yogi Teas to fulfill your natural remedies, because I'm from California and we're really into that. So, and also all your over-counter medicine needs. So if you guys vote for Mommy Dearest, we are gonna, I'll personally give you all my cell phone number, and I'll bring you a little sick day care package when you're sick. And yeah, so make sure you text me or call me or vote, and vote for Mommy Dearest, your mom away from home.
Well done. We see the way this is going now, right? I mean, the audience gratuities are being tossed out everywhere. All right, pitch 10. You here, Ryan? You ready to go? All right.
All right, I'm going to up the ante. Anyone that takes my idea is getting a car. Eventually. So I'm a TV producer. I'm back and forth between here and Los Angeles. My idea is pretty simple. It actually exists. I'm a producer of a late-night television show based out of Seattle. It's called Up Late. We have advertisers that come in, and that's how we make our money. That's pretty easy to understand. We're about 2 years away from taking it national, and the reason why it says SNL for Stations Without is because that's kind of the space we inhabit. There's only one set of stations that get us Saturday Night Live, and those are NBC stations. We're for every other station in the country that wants something on late night and Saturday. So, you know, I'm in television. I'm used to dealing in 30 seconds. This is more than I'm used to. It's great. So that's it. And I'm based out of Bentonville. We have offices in Seattle and Los Angeles. That puts us in both the major retail capitals in the country, too. So I don't know what that means, but I'm done. Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Well done. Pitch 11. Angela, you ready? All right.
Moms, we all have them. We all need them. Many of our moms have taken time out of their busy schedule to decide to be a stay-at-home mom and to raise the next generation. And whether they stay home 2 years, 5 years, or 10 years, technology continues to leave them behind. Women in Transition is a program that we've started at the Belford Group, and we're finishing our first year of proof of concept that allows moms to transition back into the workforce. We've taught them skills like internet marketing, graphic design, and content development. And what we do, if you give us the $1,000, is we're going to start a nonprofit so that we can partner our marketing agency with other nonprofits to provide low-cost marketing services. Help your moms transition back to work.
Good job. Well done. Pitch 12. Lori, are you ready?
Oh, you guys are sweet. So my name's Loria Oliver, and I have a multifunctional kids tote bag called the Tot Tote. We're patent pending and made in the United States. The Tot Tote looks just like a tote bag, but when you turn it around, the child can then wear it also as a backpack. Once you get into your car, Open it up and becomes also a backseat organizer. On top of that, for our smallest tots, this can also work as a diaper bag and then as a changing table. The parents are on the go in the airport. Now you know how it works. Let me tell you a little bit about why we did it. My husband and I have 2 small boys, they're 3 and 4, and traveling with them was a nightmare. It was consistently messy, things would get disorganized, and we had to find a solution that would work for our family. So we created the Tot Tote, and we think it will work for other families too. My name's Loria Oliver. You can find me at thetottote.com. Thank you so much for your time.
Well done. Pitch 13, Jonathan Paradin. How you doing, Jonathan? You ready?
I think so. Hey guys, about 10 years ago, I was in a Russian lit class in college, and I read Dostoevsky's Brothers Karamazov, and there was a beautiful quote that I've made a personal philosophy. It is called "Beauty Will Save the World," and it means that we take creative, sustainable economic development to drive change within a community. What if we started an Instagram account that would just share cool things about a town, and that then took off to become a grassroots social movement that would transform a whole city, a whole downtown, a whole people, to give people a voice that did not have a voice before, to create an economic stir within a community. That thing is called Team Springdale, and we did it, and we are continuing to do it. Look it up. Oh, hey, and if you see one of these on the table over there, that's my table.
Thank you, Jonathan. Pitch 14.
There you go.
You snuck up on me.
Hey, gotcha. Your average child spends 6 to 8 hours a day staring into a screen. My wife and I recently purchased 10 acres south of Fayetteville to build our permanent home. And aside from living out there, we will be opening an educational center that will focus on spreading the knowledge of nature to children of all ages and also adults. We will be needing to do extensive greenhouse gardening, fish farming, and wildlife refuge, but most importantly, educating our guests on various issues such as identifying edible plants, poisonous plants, insects, trees, bugs, the list goes on and on. So whether you're learning to plant tomatoes, rock climbing, or determining between poison ivy and wild ginseng, we're trying to get people outside, and thank you very much.
Good job. Pitch 15, moving right along. Alex, you ready to go? All right.
Hi, I'm Alex McGowan with Red Husky Productions, and it's our mission to collaborate with artists from every medium in order to establish a collective network. We aim to consistently create, curate, and promote entertaining art and engaging media. So currently, artists in Fayetteville promote within small, closed groups, and there aren't very many spaces where consumers can find new independent entertainment. We want to change that with redhuskyproductions.com, which can be a platform where artists can collaborate, such as getting a visual artist and a musician together to work on an album, and also a space where fans can find new music, games, videos, whatever they want. Currently, we have a radio talk show that has found success in creating a network with musicians and artists and cross-promoting them by releasing free compilation albums. The next steps for us are to begin hosting sponsored community events, much like this one, and to continue developing more content and putting it out online. The business is going to be great because it'll have low overhead costs and an ever-growing entertainment catalog where we can continue to distribute content and host events and partner with advertisers. Thank you.
Well done. Good job. We're moving right along. Believe it or not, we're almost half done. Hang in there. This is going fast. Pitch 16. I don't think so.
Question, did anybody, you or do you know somebody that could, question, you or do you know somebody affiliated with an organization that could save millions of dollars, or do you want $250,000 put in your bank account? I'll be Just Cliff with GenPal Corporation. We manufacture self-sustaining electrical producing units, 5 megawatts. It requires no external influence to operate, such as wind, water, fossil fuels. Example, a $5 million investment for somebody such as Walmart or Tyson's Food could save them in excess of $6 million annually. $5 million, $10 million investment into the Genpow Corporation will yield you over 20 times within 5 years. We're in a unique situation of needing 10,000 units as soon as possible. Production to begin within the next...
Good job, Cliff. Pitch 17. You ready? Good luck.
Hello, my name is Sham Chandra, and I am 14 years old. Allow me to paint you a picture of an inspired student, eager to learn, excited to discover new knowledge. When your student achieves that aha moment, it is one of the best feelings as a tutor, better yet, as a scholar. When students truly feel confident and passionate about a subject at hand, they can achieve great results. The problem is, it's hard to find genuine tutors and mentors. Thus, Scholars for Scholars was born. We aim to connect students and tutors for any subject of choice. So you may ask, what is our unique value proposition? We target students themselves to be the tutors. In addition to skilled professionals, we seek students themselves to be the tutors, to tutor peers as well as younger students. This is because students can relate to students the best. Thank you for your time.
Well done. Good job. Pitch 18. Lorraine, are you ready?
All right, so here's the deal. We realize that adults have forgotten how to have fun. So last summer at a long-awaited camping trip, I was out there with my friends, and we're in the water, and we're watching our kids, and they're playing with their pool noodles. And so they're having all kinds of fun. So as good parents, we go over there, and we decide to confiscate them. We take some paracord, we tie them together. We made this totally cool lounge room for the next 5 hours. We laughed our butts off. So market research shows that we can actually manufacture these at $5.80 per piece. The price point is $18 to $22, and our nearest, the closest competitor is $79, so that's quite a difference. But the big ROI is the surrounding merchandise, because how many know we learned that day that everything is better in the nude? So we have all of the surrounding merchandise. Say it with me. Cooking is better. Right. Sport fishing is better in the nude. And industry decisions are best made in the nude.
All right. Pitch 19. There you are.
Did you know that each leather manufacturing plant creates 40,000 pounds of waste leather every single month? At Design by Gilder, we have started utilizing this cast-off leather to create a beautiful, high-quality leather handbag. So in utilizing this high-quality leather that is classified as cast-off, we have created a product that costs on average 33 cents. And because of our low product cost and higher markup, we have decided to give back to the global community. And so a percentage of the proceeds of each one of our sales goes directly to purchase people from human trafficking. And we're calling our initiative Skin for Skin, because we are literally using cast-off animal skin to purchase human dignity for others. Thank you.
Good job. Pitch 20. You ready, David? All right.
This is the Landel. The Landel is a lifting device that was developed by local physical therapists to enable 1 or 2 people to lift heavy objects off the floor without injury to the low back. The Landel is adjustable in seconds between 3 feet and 6 feet, lifting surface area for different size objects. The Landel uses handles that are advocated by OSHA and the U.S. Department of Labor for proper material handling by putting the low back in the proper lifting position to avoid injuries. The Landel is patented 3 times, including utility and design patents. This product will safely lift large boxes, furniture, landscape materials, debris from natural disasters, heavy mattresses, just about anything. Check us out on our website at landals.com.
Good job. Well done. Pitch 21. You ready?
Yes, I feel like a deer on the side of the road in the headlights. But anyway, the idea came to me going through the hardware store of the large number of imported items that have no technological substance to them. And I grew up on a farm, and I knew I could make many of these. So the idea was to identify low-tech objects, light manufacturing process that could be made here domestically and competitively, then somehow get into an interview with a purchaser or a merchandiser of these products, and then after that, then to locate small mom and pop manufacturing facilities, which there are dozens and dozens and dozens in the state of Arkansas that could possibly make these items competitively and produce more domestic, low-tech quality goods. Thank you.
Good job. Pitch 22. You ready, Jay? And he's got samples, which are really good.
Did the bribes work? Eve Street is a product and a service for those who demand quality food and choose to share. Popular in grocery stores, farmers markets, contracted with the Fayetteville School Lunch Program, crafted at the University Food Innovation Center. It's a perfect product to launch our initiative of Buy One, Share One in partnership with the Northwest Arkansas Food Bank. With Buy One, Share One, you buy not only a quality food product, but you give in equal quantity and quality to one of 74,000 hungry in Benton, Carroll, Madison, and Washington counties. 100,000 goes to positioning, packaging, and production. Investors enjoy 30% equity and 100%.
Good job. Thank you, Jay. Pitch 23. You ready?
So social-minded entrepreneurs face the unique challenge of aligning their deep personal passions with the needs of the world. 4 years ago, I went to one of the most wild regions in the world, Patagonia. Patagonia is so naturally pristine that the honeybee populations there aren't facing colony collapse like they are in other parts of the world. This is important because honeybees are responsible for pollinating 1/3 of the food that humans consume on the planet, and their populations are dwindling. So this is a very important problem. So that's why I decided to create Patagonia Bee Products. We partner with small beekeepers and beekeeping cooperatives in this wild region, and beekeepers that are already engaged in sustainable and healthy practices, and our mission is to help them increase their capacity. I brought some of this honey back and introduced it to some Arkansas companies and regional companies, and they love it. They want to use it for their chocolate, to make Patagonian honey chocolate, Patagonian honey beer, Patagonian mead. Now I'm going back to assure ethical sourcing, and I need your support tonight to make sure I can bring back enough to make Patagonia honey beer for everybody here to enjoy. Thank you for your time.
Any of these make anybody hungry at this point? I know I'm pretty hungry. Pitch 24. You ready, Ruth? Have you got a free hand? Oh, fantastic.
Hi, I'm Ruthie Everhart, also known as Northwest Arkansas's Bag Lady. I have two passions in life. One is playing my music. The other is designing and crocheting different items that my sister here, Karen, is showing you out of recycled plastic bags. One of my favorites is what I call my Buggy Buddy, and I made they're made for people's walkers. And I know I'm stuttering and wasting time here, but okay. So really, to sum it up, what my idea, and I know recycling is not an original idea, but what I'm trying to do is get this recyclable items into the marketplace, because I think it could be really a big deal. So thank you very much. Oh yeah, and they're washable.
You finished right on time. Well done. Pitch 25. You ready?
It takes college graduates about 8 months to find a job. According to CBS News, companies are losing about 20% of employee salaries due to turnover, simply because they're hiring the wrong people. Wouldn't it be great to be matched up with the perfect employer or employee? We at JobMe have created an app that helps match the ideal candidate with the great employer, or vice versa. Our algorithm will actually match you with the right employer based on everything, pretty much from your past, present, all your resume offerings, everything. We will also be shortening the time it takes to actually find that perfect job, and also save companies time, money, and resources so they can hire the right professionals. The issue with our competitors is that they're just giant bulletin boards. There's no criteria at all for one person to seek another. But at JobMe, you're not just seeking, you're being sought after. Thank you.
Good job. Well done. Pitch 26. Bill Collins, a repeat offender.
How much extra money would you have in your pocket each month if you were able to cut your heating and cooling bills by 20 to 40%? Did you know that there are about 120 million homes in America, and they all suffer from one thing, which is they leak air? In fact, those houses actually pollute. They emit twice as much carbon as all the cars driving around on the roads today. The Department of Energy said if we could solve this one problem, we wouldn't have to build any additional power plants. Our company has a patented sealant technology that our pilot customers say actually meet these claims. And here's the best part. We found a way to apply our sealant into houses, and the homeowner doesn't have to pay for the work being done. Finally, if I win $1,000, I'm bringing my wife here to stay for one night.
I think you just guaranteed at least one vote, for sure. Maybe two. Well, maybe she could phone it in. I don't know. All right. Pitch 27. You ready, Jerry? All right.
This is a fireplace grill we invented. My wife, my family cook on this on a fireplace for the last 2 or 3 years. But now what I'm planning on doing, I'm an educated hillbilly. The wife and I have 12 children, 23 grandchildren. And I finally figured out what caused it. It was a blossom peach tree out there by the house. I cut it down. We had another kid. I went out there and it bloomed again. I pull it out by the roots. Now the wife and I, we just grill steaks at night, and that's all on that. Anyway, here's my deal. Anybody that votes for Jerry, votes for here, these, you can buy these for $70 on the internet. Everybody that votes for me, put your address and name on the back of the deal, and you'll get a free one of these if I win.
I'm really thinking that nobody needs to go to like the Improv or to hear stand-up comedians. I think we pretty much got that button covered. I don't know. It's pretty awesome. Pitch 28. You ready, Quinn?
Hey everyone, my name is Quinn and I represent Bowtied Brothers. Let me ask you this question. What if you could look good and feel good at the same time? Our mission at Bowtied Brothers is just that, to provide stylish product while giving you a feeling of satisfaction. We do this in 3 ways. Number 1, quality. Every single one of our hand-knitted bow-tied or any hand-knitted clothing item will be made to perfection. Number 2, we're going to create jobs in third world countries. The need for employment in third world countries is so big, we've decided to hire groups and individuals to make our product. And number 3, we are going to give back 30% of all sales to these communities in the form of clothing, food, or blankets. I firmly believe that if we keep our eyes on these goals, that my company can have a great future. Thank you.
Good job. Pitch 29, Chris Berryhill. You're not going to ride in on the skateboard, Chris? All right.
You may ask yourself, why is he holding a skateboard? And I will kindly respond, this is not just a skateboard. This is a small piece of the pie accounting for over a $4 billion market. Next, you may be wondering, what do you have to do with that market? Simply put, I'd say we're expanding the neighborhood skate shop and taking it to the world. Through our online marketplace, people can come and buy products through all these stores directly through our site. Call us the Etsy of skateboarding. Our purpose is much more than an online store. We want to provide a successful tool for these skate shops to earn more revenue for their local skate community. Having a website is merely not enough to get sales, so we will manage the website while they manage the inventory. These skaters, instead of having to shop at 1,000 websites to get the products, they will simply come to one place to purchase from these merchants. Also, these skaters have a drive to support the local scene. We are responding to that by providing a marketplace for them.
Good job, Chris. Pitch 30. Oh, here you come. Okay, I was going to say, we don't have a no-show, do we? All right, you ready, Kurt?
I thought it would be a lot easier, everybody else going ahead of time, but I'm still pretty nervous. My name is Kurt Abbott, and our company is Webpack Direct. We basically use direct mail, already established $10 billion plus industry to advertise websites. What we have is a package that pretty much this size, comes in an envelope, bulk mail, unless you're not familiar with it. I'm going to round the numbers off to make it easier. They're about 25 cents to mail bulk mail item. And for that 25 cents, you're allowed up to maybe 12, 13 ounces of weight. So we figured that we can put these cards into one package and basically just charge each customer the bulk mailing rate that they would pay normally when you get an item in the mail and it's a flyer or whatever that's got that bulk mail stamp on it. So we found out that for the 25 cents that it would cost for them to mail, 1,000 mailer would be $250. To print the cards would be about 15 cents. So our profit margin would be 10 cents.
Good job, Kurt. Pitch 31. Winston, are you ready? All right.
Hello, my name is Winston Williams, and are any of y'all worried about your wife or your daughter? Due to recent events in the news, such as the realtor who was abducted and was killed, and also in my personal life, I received a phone call from a girlfriend she was uneasy about going shopping late at night and getting to her car. Well, I'm in the process of developing an app. The app has a simple interface with a real-time connection with an immediate notification during life-threatening situations. Okay. The app, it really gives a sense of ease, a peace of mind, not just for the user, but for the loved ones. Remember, there is not time now.
Good job. Samantha, pitch 32. Are you ready? All right. You're going to be fine. Don't worry.
Hi, I'm Samantha Hornsberry, co-creator of The Blind Companion, a product for blind and low vision users. You see, I'm married to a blind man, and I have been for the last 9 years. And I have a dream that one day he's going to be able to see again. Well, sort of. You see, my definition of seeing is probably different than what his is, but with the Blind Companion, it brings together technology and functionality, merging the two together to become one. I have a dream that the Blind Companion will bring 3D cameras, sound, vibration, and then relay the message back to the end user. And then I also have a dream that this product is also going to be available in every store, including Walmart. Because you see, what we're talking about is freedom. And freedom is not the same thing. Your dream of freedom is not the same thing as theirs. You see, for them, it means fitting in, normalcy, navigation-free issues. It's about just being able to be normal, something we take for granted. But let freedom reign. Let it reign for black, free, poor, and white, but let it reign. And thank you.
Good job. Pitch 33. Dale, are you here? I haven't been able to shame a no-show yet. So now we're going to send out Dale's home phone number so that everybody can call Dale and wonder why Dale didn't have the guts to show up. So we don't get to do logo on the park because Dale didn't want to show up in front of 300 people that might have written him a check. Too bad for Dale. Okay, pitch 34. You ready, Jeremiah?
What if there was a product you could buy that would improve your health, reduce your utility bill, and help clean your home? Would you buy it? My name is Jeremiah Moore, CMO of Natural State Bedding Company, and we are making this seemingly impossible product a reality, not for humans, but for chickens. The commercial poultry industry has seen tremendous technological innovation in almost every aspect. Ventilation is more effective, houses are larger, and these commercial chicken operations are more efficient than ever. Chicken bedding, the material that chickens walk on and that which catches their droppings, however, has remained largely unchanged for almost 100 years. Our company's flagship product, EcoAvia, is a new form of chicken bedding that saves farmers money by improving bird health, reducing utility costs, and reducing toxic levels of ammonia. By using our product, farmers can save over $4,000 a year per house, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is something to cluck about. Thank you.
Good job. Pitch 35. You ready, Alan? You ready? I didn't want to have to shame somebody else. I could see you standing over there. You ready?
I got this. Shipper is an evolution along the continuum of social networking and crowdsourcing. Shipper it delivers on it addresses a gap in the market supply of carriers and the demand for shipping options that really put the shipper in full control of terms on payment and delivery scheduling. Shipper is a forum through which users can connect to ship items of all shapes and sizes from one location to another, and also engage as carriers through an available network of available options that can be customized and suited through Google Mapping software. Our ask of the group this evening, download the Shipper app to your iPhone. It's out there, SHIPR. Set up a user profile. Send us your feedback through the Contact Us link from within the app. Thanks for your support.
Good job. Pitch 36. You ready, Kelsey? All right.
Your guests are seated. Dinner has been served. You've realized you forgot the wine for the evening, so you rush down to your wine cellar, but it takes 10 minutes to find because you have over 500 bottles in your wine cellar. My grandfather has a solution. Find My Wine Easy, the first device of its kind to use laser pointer technology and an integrated smart device application to inventory any personal or restaurant wine cellar. It's the most comprehensive and most affordable solution on the market, pioneering a device that physically pinpoints the exact location of a wine bottle. There are 700,000 residential wine cellars in the US, and 58% of people surveyed identified a weakness in their current inventory methods. Not only this, but restaurants with 100 unique wine labels could save $2,800 annually in labor costs alone. We sell directly through our e-commerce website, as well as strategic partnerships with wine cellar installers, including Timber Valley Homes of Bentonville. We're seeking a $150,000 loan. Please come and talk to us about investment opportunities. We'd love to help you find your wine and keep your dinner parties going. Thank you.
Good job. Pitch 37. You ready, John?
How many of you can hula hoop? How many of you can't? Keep the hula hoop in mind as I tell you about my company's product. What if you put propellers on a yo-yo? Would it fly? Here's the answer. Yes. We are Yo-Yo Drone, and we are proud to introduce the launch, the world's first flying yo-yo, patent pending and made in America. The launch is the guy version of the hula hoop. That's why a quarter of the young men we surveyed on Field Agent said they would definitely buy it. And when I throw this in public, the kids say they go nuts. Kids and their parents are going to seek out the Yo-Yo Drone. And they'll find it on Amazon and yoyodrone.com for $15, which our early adopters have told us they'd gladly pay. As we work through early majority demand and into late majority, we'll begin distribution to retailers where we expect pressure on the price. The beauty of it is we can repeat with new product launches, like a glow-in-the-dark version, one with LED lights, and a larger version with a 20-foot string. This is the launch by Yo-Yo Drone, made in America and patent pending. Thank you.
Good job. How many people were worried he wouldn't catch the yo-yo? That was awesome. Very cool. Pitch 38. You ready? All right.
Two years ago, around this time, I was overweight, depressed, and failing college. I turned my life around when I hit rock bottom and found the keto diet. It's a 100-year-old diet that's easy and effective. Through the keto diet, I cleared my mind, I lost my depression, and I went from a 2.6 GPA to a 3.8. The next semester, my first 4.0. Oh yeah, I also lost 40 pounds before spring break. The keto diet worked for me, and it can work for the 2 billion people who are overweight. You see, there's not a lot of resources online for the keto diet. KetoCuts.com, that's where my resources are, recipes, and products. My Kickstarter gained 53 backers and $1,500. I was on the first page of the subreddit Keto with 150,000 readers. You see, the ball is already rolling. I just want you to throw it. Thank you.
Well done. Good job. Pitch 39. The Screaming Bull Lifestyle. I can't wait for this one. Are you ready? All right.
Last year as a junior in high school, I created a company called Screaming Bull. Screaming Bull, well, I started the company as an avid climber and a need for a type of product that would heal my skin of blisters, cuts, scrapes, and anything of that sort, but allow me to keep the calluses. So I created that product. I created that product out of all local and organic products, as well as being completely, I'm sorry guys, messed up a little bit there. It's local and organic, and it heals cuts, blisters, scrapes, dried skin, and everything of that sort, but it also keeps the calluses. And I've had this product for at least a year now, but now it's time for new movement inside of Screaming Bull. After the 10 months of us producing this product, we've gone over to a new stage. We're moving into a stage where if you buy our products, you buy an adventure, you buy a ticket into adventure. Rather than just buying our products, inside of buying our products, you get a ticket to join us on great adventures across the Ozarks. We have our first adventure in about 2 weeks from now. We have over 45 people coming. Thank you.
Good job. And so this is the Darwinian part of the show. And whoever beats feet up here first to pitch an idea that hasn't already pitched will get a shot. You're... All right, you got it. Nobody dies.
Do I need to introduce my company since the name's not up there?
Just say your name.
Okay. My name is Corey. So youth sports has a serious problem. When youth athletes practice in warm environments, 47% walk away significantly to severely dehydrated because they aren't drinking enough water. Current solutions focus on hydrating athletes or educating athletes about effective hydration, but studies show that even when properly educated on how to stay hydrated, most kids still don't. There is a better way. Instead of making athletes work harder, make hydration easier. I'm starting a for-profit social venture to provide more convenient and effective hydration equipment to the 35 million youth athletes in America. Our initial product is a HydroSpout, a manually pressurized water cooler where you pressurize your water. So basically, you press down your water. The water comes out of your 4 spouts 2 times faster than a regular water cooler. And For a team of 20 athletes, it takes 9.
Good job, good job. Okay, next up. Well, you're just going to not even wait for me to call? All right, you're in. This is wild card 2.
I'm sorry, you have bladder cancer. 430,000 people are going to hear that this year, and the next thing they're going to hear is that their best treatment option is a 40-year-old technology with a high failure rate. I'm Sean Smith, the Chief Research and Development Officer for Vivimune, and we make immunotherapies, which are the future of cancer treatments that work by teaching a patient's own body to fight cancer. We've developed one of these cutting-edge therapies for bladder cancer, a disease with an $11 billion market opportunity. Millions of dollars and 5+ years of development have already gone into our patent-pending technology, beginning with our CSO's time at the National Cancer Institute. We already have animal data showing that we can routinely destroy more than 90% of bladder tumors, and 100% don't come back. We're currently raising funds to scale our solution and show it's safe, on the way to a major exit opportunity by 2021. Talks with Big Pharma have already shown that we're not the only ones interested in our technology. Come talk with me. I'd love to tell you more how Vivimune is fighting cancer at the source.
I have a feeling I'm going to get stomped here if I don't just turn this thing over. So, wild card 3, you ready?
Hi, I'm Jerry Gooch, and how many people here have had an idea but lack the particular skill set they needed to actually complete the idea and make it a reality? That's what Find the Expert solves. It's a platform that is designed to crowdsource people's time and skills in return for equity and other incentives. So let's say you're looking for a developer, engineer, or any other type of skill set that you just don't know how to do, but you need. Or say you're looking to provide your expertise to an idea that you really want to, that you're just interested in. That's what Find the Expert's there for. It's here to connect people and bring ideas from the drawing board to the prototype phase and beyond. So basically, let's say we're all up here to talk the talk today, but tomorrow, where are you going to find the people that you need to walk the walk? Thank you.
Seth, I guess you're ready, huh? Is that right? Yeah, all right, this is the last wild card pitch. So how about a round of applause for everybody up to this point? Are you ready to close the show down? You ready, Seth? All right.
No pressure. Imagine the perfect kitchen. The most beautiful hardwood mahogany tables. The best vanity you've ever seen. You go to your shopping cart and you check your ticket and you can't believe the price. Shipping is 3 times the cost of the actual product. What happened? The problem? It's not in the US. Belize Mahogany Designs seeks to connect Northwest Arkansas with Belize manufacturers that manufacture products out of mahogany and other exotic woods. We are sustainable. For every tree that's cut down, 2 is put in place, and the majority cycle is 3 years. In addition, we want to connect Northwest Arkansas businesses to export products to Belize as well. Earlier this month, we went to a trade show. Within 2 hours, we had 500 hits on our website. And in addition, we already have placed orders. We ask for your support tonight and to come visit us at our next trade show in March. Thank you.
All right, so everybody who pitched, stand up for a second. Stand up and wave your arms. Jump around. Jump around. These are the people with the guts and no fear that are going to make the next billion-dollar business in Northwest Arkansas. Congratulations to all of you. But now it's time to tally the results. And just to review the rules, for those of you other than the judges, you get to pick one and only one. Don't rank order them. Don't put 1 to 10. Just 1 X on that piece of paper you're going to hand back in. Once you get done with that, we want them to leave it in the seat. Pass them forward. Pass them forward. Once you put your X next to the company you liked best, put an X next to that presenter, and we'll pick them up. Once you're done with that, don't go too far away. If you want to grab a drink or something, you can. It will take us a few minutes to tally the results. And the judges will confer. If I could get our sponsors from First Security to come on up front so that we can do the award presentations, that'd be great. Come on up, Rob. You get to do the handshaking and the Happy Gilmore check handing out and all that kind of stuff. How many people here don't know who Happy Gilmore is while I'm killing time waiting for... Anybody not know? You don't know who Happy Gilmore is? You need to go home and watch every terrible Adam Sandler movie. And you'll get the idea. You really don't even have to watch Happy Gilmore to get a sense of what it's all about. It's a hockey player who turned to golf, which is really a bad thing to do. Okay, so we're ready to announce the winners. Have we got everybody back? How many people are excited about hearing who won? And how cool was that, being able to get 300 people out from Northwest Arkansas for this type of event on a Monday night? The small business and startup movement in Northwest Arkansas, in Arkansas and in the Ozarks, is alive and well thanks to your contribution, participation, and your willingness to dream and then execute on that dream to put these kinds of things in place. So, without further ado, after significant deliberation, after counting 300 and some votes, there can only be one People's Choice winner. And it was close. However, tonight, I'm proud to announce that the People's Choice Award goes to Loria Oliver and Tot Totes. Well done. Let's get the check presentation. Here, let's figure out some way to do this so we can all get in the... Come on over here. Come on. Somebody's going to take pictures. Get another one, Kent. Yeah, get another one. You can tell it's a high-tech operation here. All right, congratulations. And as much fun as the big check is, you want the small check. Yes, you do. There you go. Congratulations. Well done. Well done. You got a joke?
Yes.
Okay, he's got a joke. And this was not part of the program, but I'm almost tempted to let it go on.
For all the people that wrote my name on the back of your card for the Fireplace Grill, you send me your name and address and everything, and you'll get your free Fireplace Grill.
How about that? Wow. That was much better than getting like a ShamWow or Ginsu knives, wasn't it? I mean, seriously. All right. Next up. The judges had a very difficult time deciding out of 43 great presentations who should be the judge's choice. But they decided tonight that there's nothing bigger or sexier than food. And so Brent Hale is the judge's choice winner tonight. Well done. All right, let's get... That was in the script. They did it pretty well, though, didn't they? And you need the little check, too. That's the one that works. It won't. Listen, thanks for coming out. It's because of all of you that these sorts of events are worthwhile to come to. And one thing I would say is, if you like this vibe, plug into Startup Junkie Consulting. Look at the Startup Digest calendar of all the events that are going on. Follow the Startup Junkies podcast. That's actually an excuse to drink beer Friday afternoon and talk with cool people in the community that are doing something with startups. But there's a lot of good information that's conveyed. We're glad you came out tonight. If you need help growing your business, give us a shout. We'll see you next time. Thank you.